Oh, hi there, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Defrag in Progress. I'm Cardwell, and today it's the end of the year, and you know what that means? Easiest content ever. That's right, we're gonna cop out, and I'm just gonna do my top 5 games of the year because I don't know, because maybe people will enjoy that, and maybe we can discuss of what you think could be the top. I also have some maybe games that I would have liked to play, definitely in the list, and maybe it would have been in my top. And then there's one super sour, sad thing that didn't make the list, but I don't care, but you might hate me for it. But we'll get to it. With that, everyone, let's do this.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remaster.
So yeah, I downloaded this, of course, this year, and it's extremely good. It brings a lot from my past. I remember playing Tony Hawk 1 on a demo disc that was on, I do believe, a Pizza Hut demo disc, which that's how most of the greatest games were ever made came from. Like even Metal Gear Solid 1, they had the very first part on Shadow Moses. Oh my god, my memory is gone. Anyways, I digress. I played the warehouse level constantly. Goldfinger Superman played in the background, and it was amazing. And then of course when they actually came out, it was like bliss. Like, I don't know, I loved the games. I thought that I was actually pretty decent at them, pretty awesome. And this remake or remaster, if you will, is solid. Like the character creator is amazing. How you unlock things without having to spend money for it, and you just anything you do collects you points and stuff to be able, and then you can create your own levels as well. It's solid. It feels amazing. It's way better than the one that they released on like Xbox 360, which that felt kind of gross and sluggish. But this one's smooth and beautiful, and it is beautiful. So I would definitely give this a try if you love just fast action arcade style games, really. Pick it up. It's amazing, and it's my number 5th choice, and I'm just so glad to be able to go back to it and play the hell out of it once again.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah, so this being in my number 4th slot of the year, don't know what to say except that it's with its masterful chess gameplay that they talked about, the strategy of the enemies in the correct spot and what weapons you need to use to take care of them and how fast action pace it is and how much of an improvement it was to Doom 2016. Like, I thought Doom 2016 was going to be blocked because Doom 3 was kind of just bad. I mean, it was good, it was fun, but it showed me how easy games have become. And Doom 2016 was like, yeah, this is decent. But this game, Doom Eternal, kicked my ass, man. Like, over and over, just kept destroying me. And, you know, no thanks to the Marauder, which should have never been anything but a boss fight. But that's a whole nother story. That can be a whole nother video of how shitty that dude makes the game. But overall, be able to have a game that beats your ass and then you feel actually accomplished when you beat it, it's a rarity nowadays. And I'm glad this was able to come around and fulfill that part of that I've been missing forever, you know, because I'm old. I grew up in NES days where every game pretty much kicked your ass. But this one, thank you. Thank you for that.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh.
So yeah, third on my list. And it's kind of weird that another remake / remaster got on it. But oh boy, did my eyes tear up as soon as it first started. The prelude music, which is one of my favorite scores of all time. Final Fantasy has been a big part of my gaming history all my life, from even playing Final Fantasy 1 on NES all up until now, question mark. I haven't really played 14 or 13, 15, whatever they are now. 13 sucked, I'm sorry. But I digress. This is amazing. There was so much love, so much care, so much attention put into this, and I'm glad, but not so glad it took this long, but I'm glad they took their time to make it. Even, I don't know if anyone has beaten it, or if they want to care to play it, but they did change a few things from the original Final Fantasy VII, which of course I think you can buy on PlayStation right now, PlayStation Store, and replay it, which I would suggest doing so. But they also made it where you don't really have to play that one to play this one, which is pretty nice. And how they think they're going to change things up for the hopefully upcoming ones that they're going to show off, I don't know, in the next 5 years or whatever. But I love it. I love this game. I love the combat. I love how they've masterfully put, active time battle plus live action fighting at the same time. And playing as Tifa is one of the most satisfying feelings in a JRPG that you could, if you could even call this a traditional JRPG. But either way, the story was fantastic. The acting was amazing. Combat, brilliant. 10 out of 10, as they would say. But I also have a special message for a certain enemy in the game. Look at me. Hell House on hard mode. Go! Hades, boyo! As mentioned in my other video, the depression video, Hades came out this year. It blew me away. I love Supergiant. They make nothing but incredible top tier games. And this is no different. Showing up on my top 2 of the year, Hades is brilliant. Everything is perfect about this game. The storytelling, the combat, the action. And hence, I've been saying that throughout this whole video, but it's true. Like, this game is perfect beyond perfect. I've played over 40 hours of it, and I still haven't heard another ounce of, like, the same dialogue. And it's a story-driven roguelike, which is insane to actually put together, and they did it. Even though it went through, beta, which is what I signed up for the beta and played ever since then. But when the game came out, played through the credits, I played 10-15 hours after the credits, and still there was new content. Something that's really hard to get with so much value and so little much that you have to pay for this game. This can give you months and months and months of just entertainment. Even if you stop for a while, you can play again, because it's a roguelike. So you just stop a little bit, go back into it, get used to the gameplay and the weapons, your favorite weapons, and play through it, and still feel like you're progressing even after 100 hours of the game, which is monumentally hard to do now, just in general. And I don't think Supergiant gets enough credit. They need to be put on a pedestal and thought of after, and whatever. I'm gonna make another video just dedicated to them. But Hades, buy it, get it, grab it. You will not be disappointed. I can't tell unless you're just, I don't know, a sports fan and that's it. This game has everything. It has action, story, the music is wonderfully beautiful. Just please play this game. Yeah, you cannot be disappointed. It's Cyberpunk, choom. That's right. Number 1 of the year is something that barely just came out 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I can't even remember. All I know is I've put so many hours in this game. I think 60 hours in it already. And just all the controversy. Just put it aside. Everything that you're mad about, you've heard people mad about, just please set it to the side for a second. It is one of the best games I've ever played since Mass Effect. And that's saying something to me, because Mass Effect is my second favorite genre of all time, or video game series of all time. And this, it's such a power fantasy in every which way that you can possibly have. It just lets you be there in Night City. It lets you be V, the V that you want to be, just how you want. Be in combat how you want, how you deal with the story, and having to deal with Johnny, basically your sidekick throughout the whole game. And the dialogue, everything almost seems perfect. Like, if there was no controversy at the beginning, I'm sure people would love it way beyond, or even give it a chance, because it's like, as people say, it's like a futuristic Skyrim. And I think over the years it's gonna get that praise, it's gonna get fixed, it's gonna be things like even The Witcher 3. I don't think anyone really cared about it until like a year or so after. Like, I didn't actually play Witcher 3 until the Game of the Year edition came out, and I was like, oh, it's cheap, it has the DLC, let's play it. And it changed my life, and it was amazing. And then, of course, when I saw this trailer 5 years ago, it blew me away. I never could be so more excited for a game. And then now it's here. I played it, and there was a couple times that the feels got to me. The dialogue and what they were saying about life and you challenging it and what you need to do to best it. And the game lets you do that. They let you feel that power fantasy of going through V's adventure and what they have to do to accomplish your goal, the end of the game. And the end of the game wasn't even like a cut short. Like it was like a 2-hour epilogue, which is amazing. It's something that most games kind of just falter at the end, where they're just like, oh, it's over. Thanks, bye. Thanks for playing. This one is a roller coaster of a ride. And please, maybe next year when everything's fully completed, they got some DLC attached to it, play it. This game is going to be the Skyrim from the next 5 to 10 years, I believe. I think so anyway, because with the world that it is, how alive it is, how beautiful it is, sometimes just walking around the city and observing how much love and attention they put into it, it blows my mind. Like, this is a game that was worth waiting for, and I'm going to keep playing it for hopefully forever. Like, I know it's weird to say that, like maybe in a couple of years or 5 years from now, just replay it and relive it all again. I'm going through my second playthrough now, like right after. I immediately started over with the new beginning, a different type of style of what I wanted to play. And it's a whole nother game. Like, it feels like a different game to me, even though I've already put 60 hours into my first playthrough. So I think it's brilliant. Please try to put your hate away for it for a moment and give it a chance. And hopefully play on a system that will actually run it, like a PC, right? Yay, PC Master Race. I don't know. It is really a remarkable, amazing game, and I love it. And really deserves more praise than all the hate that it's getting. Yep, so there you have it, folks. That was my top 5 of the year. I know, cheaply, easy video to do, but we all get busy and such, and yay for the holidays. But I thank you for taking this tiny ride to get to know what kind of player I am, and hopefully you can tell me in the comments of what your top 5 would be. And of course the honorable mentions would be like Ghost of Tsushima. I didn't get to play that this year, but it looks amazing, and hopefully soon I'm able to. And the sad little boy, that sad little thing that I don't really particularly like, and that's The Last of Us 2. I know that's very controversial to say, but that game was 8 hours too long. It was a mess, and in the middle, what really irked me was in the middle of the game that you had to start basically a new character and level up all your things again after 10 hours of just grueling, depressing moments. It was just too much. I feel like they actually rushed the story a bit. I wish part 2 was literally just Abby's story from start to finish, and then part 3 could have been with Ellie doing almost the same thing, and maybe at the end of part 2 you actually kill Joel as Abby, and then you freak out and like, why do you do that? Oh, that's weird. I can understand that revenge story. And then you go through the thing with all your people being dead, and then part 3 you could have been Ellie, you being Ellie, killing all her friends, and then you realize what's going on. And then I want to love that game. It just, I don't know, it fell flat. I think there was too many personal decisions from the writer that swayed what everyone was feeling, of course, from Last of Us Part 1. But anyways, I digress. So that's my I wish I loved it more and I didn't hate it. I sadly even sold the game as soon as I beat it. I wasn't it just hurt to play. And I'm not saying it was a bad game, because it wasn't. It was a great game. It was not down for me. I wasn't down with it, yo. But with that, thank you again for watching Defrag in progress. And if you could, also to say that we do have a Patreon here at Geektopia Island. The link will be down below. We really appreciate any support that you can give us. It only takes $1 to do so. But with that, please write down your comments, your top 5, what you would love throughout the year, and what, even if the game didn't come out and you just played it this year, like if you just played Resident Evil 2 this year for the first time, tell me about it. I want to know. I want to know what influences your decisions to play games and what makes you feel amazing. With that, thank you for your stay here at Geektopia Island. Hope you have a good one. Bye.